design the applications robust, which handles the infrastructure automation, application automation. Your broader way, the mindset how you have to grow. It 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 differs. It differs like how challenging the environment you're going to face. So now I'm going in this phase. So right now my path is this phase because I'm not planning to go in this path, because this path won't suit me, because it involves more people management. But this involves more challenging, like technical challenges. How do you face the issues, how do you build your infra robust nature, and many xyz things and all. So now here, if you talk me about the experience part, it entirely differs. You might be having 20-25, see, up to next 30-35 years of next my professional IT experience, I don't have any worries. If it is not this company, other companies are ready to hire me, because I know what I know what they want. Because technical, always you have a life. But here it depends. If the position is open for you, then you will have a room. If there is no position, then you have to wait. Hope it clarifies your doubt, Mohan.
Yeah.
Okay. But we have
Okay.
growth. There is no full stop for you in DevOps.
So my quick question.
Yeah, Kofi, go ahead.
Yeah. So you go from a DevOps manager straight to VP. Wouldn't you go to director level before you go to the VP?
When you say like a director, right? See, it entirely depends upon the organization hierarchy. Okay, let's say like you are going to Barclays, right? If you go as a Barclays, when any engineer is joining, he will be given as a position as a VP. So is it meaning that he is going to be act like a real VP? But Kofi, do you think that he is going to be act like a VP?
Say that again.
Yeah, so you have to concentrate. Okay, when you ask the question, you should be a bit attentive to listen to the answer as well. Okay, so I was asking, like, imagine like an engineer is joining a company and he's just having 7 years and he was given a designation as a VP. We have companies who provides that. Now, can we say like that guy is going to take a real a real position as a vice president? Do you feel?
Yeah. So I think it's gonna depend on the organization structure, like you said.
Exactly. There the point is, right? Not every organization is going to have a director of a department. You don't have it. If they have it, then the architecture, the hierarchy is going to be different. But the architecture hierarchy which I have, or the design pattern which I have told you is based upon the common industry trend. Now, before I go as a VP, it's not mandatory for me to become a director. Why I should become a director? If that role itself is not there, then I don't become. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay, it depends. If that company demands for a director of a DevOps, but I have see, frankly asking, right? I have never seen any director position for DevOps in most of the companies till now. But I have VPs, I have managers, and I have SVPs who handle the entire products. But director, it's a bit different for me. Okay, guys. Hope I have answered you most of your questions. Last time I'm asking any other doubts, guys, before we proceed for the understanding of DevOps versus SRE.
Yes.
Chan, I just
So
need to know about this time.
About what, Bharat?
Sorry. Need to know about the timing. Do we have any possibility to have a conduct morning sessions?
Better Bharat, you can get in touch with Mahesh. Okay, Mahesh will help you on this part.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Please get in touch with Mahesh. Okay, Mahesh will help you out on the timings and fees related things, everything management related things. You can reach out to Mahesh. He will help you out.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay.
So I
Coffee.
yeah, I
Maybe.
want to know the difference between the DevOps architect and the DevOps engineer.
Okay, maybe this is not the right forum right now to discuss on this part, Kofi. But yeah, once you join the classes, once you are part of this course, right? So then, one fine day during our weekend session time, That time we will discuss more on this part, because it needs more time. And it's almost like 9:30 in India, so people might be in hungry state. If I take 15 more minutes, then people will be thinking why this guy is eating our time. Hope you got it, Kofi.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we will have this conversation, but I really like the way how you ask the question. Okay, it's important to know. Maybe I can expect like you are having more experience than the guys. That's the reason you are more interested in that. Hmm? I agree on that. Cool. So guys, let me explain you a little bit, right? See, generally, whenever we talk about DevOps and when we talk about our SREs, okay, so these two are almost equivalent. They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. You don't find much difference in a company like any kind of a startup company, or in a mid-scale company. You don't find much difference between these two candidates, these two positions. Almost they do the same work. But if you guys are working in an enterprise where you have around like a 4,000 plus employees, so then you start seeing the major difference between SREs and DevOps. Otherwise, you don't realize that okay, this is SRE work and this is a DevOps work. Now, in terms of a tooling, if you see the tooling, guys, these two guys, they deal with the common tool. So the tooling part, if you see, these guys handle CICD, they handle infrastructure as a code, using different tools like Terraform, Cloud Formation, or Pulimni, or your ARM templates, your biceps, your other XYZ tools, whatever the fancy tools that we have. This comes under in your infrastructure as a code. Now, with regards to your CI/CD, they will handle, right, both the candidates, both the SREs and DevOps, both the guys, they should be familiar with the Git, GitHub, GitLab, Jenkins, Azure repositories, Azure pipelines, DevOps, Circle, CI. All these are all the common tools. Both the guys, they will be using it. Okay, in terms of your configuration management tools, both the candidates or both the job designation guys, they deal with Ansible. So Chef and Puppet, they're all obsolete now. These days we are not using it. In terms of a container and orchestration, yes, these guys, they will go in, they'll have knowledge on a Docker, Kubernetes. And in terms of a monitoring, this is the one of the key point, guys, that I'm stressing it out. Monitoring, DevOps engineers, they don't concentrate more on the monitoring part, they concentrate more on the application part. Whereas your SREs will be deep diving onto the monitoring part. So SREs have an upper hand in the monitoring, whereas the DevOps engineers have a little lower hand in the monitoring. They don't care much on the monitoring, where they concentrate more on the application automation. Now, in terms of a cloud platform, if you see, both the DevOps engineers should be knowing the cloud platform, and SREs also should be they need to know the cloud platform. There is no differences. In terms of a security and a compliance, right? So security and compliances, yes. DevSecOps part, yes. Both the candidates, they should be knowing about their DevSecOps roles and responsibilities. It's mandatory that both the guys should be knowing it. Now, in terms of a scripting and automation, it's mandatory that both the candidates should know Bash, or else Python, or it's shell scripting. So some sort of a networking also, it's mandatory that both the guys should have version control, like your Git, Azure repos, or your GitLab, or your Bitbucket, your Stash. They also should be knowing, both the candidates should be knowing these two things. Agile and the Scrum problem, or the Scrum process, both the guys should be following it. Sir, what is this, sir? Everything you are reading and everything you are telling, like both the guys should be knowing each thing. Then what is the key difference here? Then what is the key difference? Then why do we have two different roles? Why we have a DevOps and why we have SREs? Right? See, guys, with regards to the learning, that's the reason I told you, right? You can blindly apply for SRE positions, or else you can blindly apply for DevOps positions after completing the course, because I'm covering both. I'm covering both. But the major difference that you guys will come to know when you are dealing with your SREs versus your DevOps is in terms of your deployment automation. In terms of your deployment automations, right? DevOps engineers concentrate more onto the deployments. So when I say like a deployment automation, imagine like I am watching Netflix today. Okay, let's say like I'm having 100 movies in my list. If I go tomorrow and if I watch the movies, total number of movies in the Netflix, is it going to be only 100, guys? Anyone answer, please? Today I see 100 movies. The total count as 100 in Netflix. Tomorrow when I go, do you see only 100 there? Don't you see new edition?
Yes, you see new editions.
Yeah, guys, definitely you will see the new edition. But here, if you observe what is happening, everything is happening live deployment. Everything happens in front of us. So, such kind of a faster delivery related work will be done by DevOps engineers. Whereas your SREs don't focus on that. Your SREs focus on more on the infrastructure, more on the infrastructure availability, more on the infrastructure monitoring. But the DevOps engineers concentrate more on the application, like your Netflix, like your Amazon Prime, like your Uber, like your Ola, like your Zomato, like your Swiggy, like your Citibank, your ICACA Bank. All these all are what? All these are all the different applications that we have in the market. So your DevOps engineers are going to be more concentrating on the application part, but not on the infra part. Whereas your SREs, they concentrate more on the infrastructure part. Okay. Now in terms of a monitoring, so in terms of a monitoring, DevOps engineers, they concentrate only on the logs and the alerts. But SREs are not like that. They are going to concentrate more on the SLAs, and then they concentrate on the errors in defining the observability end to end. These guys will take care. Okay. Now, with regards to the incident handling, let's say like there is a production issue, production, in something got down, then DevOps engineers, they are not primary focused. They don't care about infrastructure stability and handling the incident related things and all. Whereas your SREs are the primary focus. So they will take care of end to end priority 1 and priority 0 incidents, and they will ensure like they are properly providing the root cause analysis. They do the post-mortem, like how this issue have come, who have initiated this, what caused this, why it went down, who was the reason behind the scenes, how come this has happened, what could be the issue that this have triggered, what we should be doing so that in the future we don't land on the same problem, the problem versus the initiator plus the solution, everything your SREs will provide. But in case of DevOps, for the same incident handling, we don't care. We'll say like, okay, incident that will be taken care by the SREs, let them take. Now, with regards to the reliability metrics, okay. So when we say like a reliability part end to end will be taken care by your SREs. Like how stable the platform is, how good is the platform, is it supporting 99.9% of uptime, is it giving me the pure CPU utilization alerts, is it giving me the application reliability related things, is application is stable, is it is serving the user traffic, is it really ready to take the workloads beyond the capacity. So such kind of reliability metrics, everything will be handled by the SREs. Whereas in terms of a DevOps, we just see the results, but we don't concentrate more on that. Now, engineering mindset. Okay, with regards to the engineering mindset, DevOps engineers concentrate more in tool chain integration, like your quality gate integrations, your sonar, your vulnerability integrations, your security related integrations, your application integration test related things, your application system integration related things. These kind of an integration things will be the mindset for a DevOps engineer. Whereas SREs will be more on to the systems thinking, like, okay, if I'm getting a 1 million request onto the infrastructure, is my infrastructure is auto scalable, Is my servers are my servers are going to be available, or my servers are going to handle the workloads, or my servers are going to scale by themselves? Is the networking is going to be a glitch? Is the downstream application is going to be a glitch? Or the system integrations inside the internal network, is there is going to be any glitch? Are they capable enough to take the load? So this kind of a mindset will be with the SREs, whereas the mindset of a DevOps is a purely on the application part: application integrations, application security, application vulnerability, application deployment, application releases. It's more onto the DevOps part, whereas SREs concentrate more onto the infrastructure part. Now, with regards to the testing part, right? See, whenever we say like a testing is what, right? Application, is it enough to overcome the quality gates, overcome the automation, overcome the vulnerabilities using different tools like shift left and then the automation. But with regards to the SREs, it is more onto the failure. Okay, let's say like I am giving 1 tbps load onto the infrastructure. Is the infrastructure ready to handle that load? I will, let's say like I'm running 3 servers behind the load balancers. I will go and I will forcefully kill 1 server. Is the application can able to handle the workload? I will say like, okay, out of 3 servers which are there in the databases, I will bring down 2 servers in the databases. Is the application capable enough to write the data to the database? So such kind of a chaos related work we will be doing in the SREs. So where we call it as a chaos engineering, right? These are all the common differences, guys. These are all the most common specific differences that we can say what we have in between the DevOps and SREs. Right. So guys, I think this session it have given you a good overview, like what we are going to teach, and what we are going to deliver as part of this course, and what is the key difference between the DevOps and SREs. And we have many things, many more implementations, many architectures that we are going to discuss as part of this course. The course is going to be more fun and more knowledge where you guys are going to get out of it, right? So you can be part of the sessions. Tomorrow we will be starting our first subject, that is AWS cloud. We will try to learn the architecture, design and implementations. Okay, so I think like we are good to go, guys, for today. And if you would like to enroll yourself, you can reach out to Mahesh. So where Mahesh will be helping you out in onboarding you guys to the classes. Okay, and I believe you all are part of the WhatsApp group. If you guys are not part of the WhatsApp group, reach out to Mahesh, he will help you out. Okay, guys,
Hey,
I
Sean,
think we're good to go for today. Thank you so much for joining for the session. Have a great day ahead.
quick question.
Yeah, Kofi, go ahead, please.
Yes. So what's the duration of the class?
Okay, class duration is going to be every day you're going to have 1.5 hour session, and it's going to be 4 months course.
4 months.
Yeah, Monday to Friday it is 1.5 hour, and Saturdays you are going to have 2.5 hour session. Sunday is a holiday.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So
Um, mhm, mhm.
is this mainly AWS platform, or you gonna combine Azure as well?
Yeah, this is a combined. I will be covering both the clouds. It's a multi-cloud. It's a
Okay.
multi-cloud DevOps and SRE
Okay.
roles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you.
cover both the platforms, Coffee.
Okay.
Great, great. Say hi to your kid, huh? I'm listening to him.
Yeah, they're trying to learn DevOps too.
Oh my God, oh my God. That's nice to hear, Coffee. Good, good. Okay, guys, then let's catch up tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Mahesh, sir,
All
you there?
right. Thanks.
You'd like to add anything? Fine, guys, then. See you. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.